Hey everyone, it's meteorologist Lana Foss here with a look at your tropics. We have a lot of activity to cover, and I want to make sure that you're aware of what's happening in the tropics. So we're taking a look at the very wide shot here. You can see here's Gabrielle. She's at category 2 right now, but you can see we're starting to get a little bit of activity here to the northeast of San Juan, and that's where we are mainly putting our focus on at this time, because you see Gabrielle off the coast. We aren't going to be seeing anything from her, but the others is where we could see some differences. So just going to look at Gabrielle real quick. Max winds of 110, so still a category 2 as they're out in the ocean. But like I said, it's not really going to hurt us at all. It's more of just watching on what this hurricane will do. So we are expecting Gabrielle to go down to a category 1 by Thursday, and then a low pressure system again, and becoming post-tropical by the end of the week and into the weekend. And as you can see here, by the time we start next week, we don't need to worry about it anymore. That's, though, when we start worrying about what else is in the tropics. We've got 2 different disturbances that we're watching right now. This one looks a little scary because it's coming up close on the east coast. Notice how over the next 2 days, only 30% at this time, but over the next 7 days, it has gone up to 80 within this last update from the National Hurricane Center. And you would think, okay, we have this, but we have one right beside it that also has a high predictability of becoming another tropical system. This one is 90%, not only over the next 48 hours, but over the next week as well. This could become our next named storm. So we're tracking it, but everyone wants to know, we have 2 disturbances side by side. What could that mean for us here? This is a look at the GFS and Euro model. You can see by the time Friday comes around, early Friday morning, they're agreeing that yes, there is going to be one system, but that's kind of where we see things change up a bit. Notice how the European model, it's this blue line, starts to pick up some activity here near San Juan, which is where we saw that second area that we're trying to focus on, that red area that I showed you earlier. It's starting to pick up on some of that system here, bringing in another low pressure system more towards the west of the one that we are watching. So if anything, we definitely will see at least one tropical system starting by this weekend. We could see another name pop up as Gabrielle moves off. But this is Sunday morning. Still way off the coast, nothing that we need to worry about right now, but it's as we head into the weekend and into next week that things could change up a bit. Here's where we have our differences between the models, which is why things could change up big time over the next couple of days. The American model, you can see right here, has one storm, but the European model is bringing out 2 different low pressure systems. So they're not in agreement right now. The only thing they are agreeing on is that we will have at least one system that will try and pop up within the next couple of days. So we're going to be keeping a very close eye on that, because that could potentially bring in some issues for us. But as far as going into Wednesday in the middle of the week, we'll start seeing it continue off the coastline, and that'll be the most that we see. So we'll really be keeping a very close eye on what happens not only now, but within the next couple of days, because we could see some tropical activity, but then by the time we hit the end of next week, we're looking pretty good. As far as the next name and kind of what we're expecting, again, right now we're at Gabrielle, and we could end up with Humberto, more likely than not by the end of the week. As far as having 2 named systems, we're keeping a very close eye on that, but right now we're only seeing one, and of course we'll let you know once those models come into a consensus of exactly where they're going to be. But right now we're keeping a very close eye on Gabrielle, but we could see Humberto come in by the end of the week.